welcome to Sibos 2018 in Sydney. I'm Hannah Wallace, and with me now is Bernie Mongilio of CGI, and we're going to be talking about Bayern. Hello Bernie, how are you?
I'm well, Hannah, how are you?
Very well, thank you. Firstly, can you tell me what are the business drivers that you see causing banks to utilize and adopt open APIs?
So Hannah, it's interesting. I think there are a couple of different drivers, kind of depending upon what part of the world you're in. In some of the countries we're seeing regulatory drivers, like in Europe with PSD2, some of the activities going on here in Australia. Meanwhile, in the United States, we're seeing adoption of open APIs more as a competitive opportunity, with banks really using them to help establish their place in the digital economy and make sure they retain the appropriate role in the digital economy going forward.
All right, and what do you see as Bayern's role in the evolution of the global banking API landscape?
So I think one of the things that's happened is as different banks have gone to adopt open APIs, one of the questions they run into is, what API should we offer? And if we offer them, how do those work with other banks or with other providers? What Bayern is attempting to do is really to use the work they've done in creating an overall reference model for the industry, extending that now into the API space to actually create a standard set of APIs that banks could build to, and with that should enable a higher degree of standardization and, most importantly, interoperability both among banks and among suppliers supplying to banks.
All right, and lastly then, can you tell me what is CGI's role as a Bayern member?
So we've had a couple of roles within this. So first of all, we've been a member of Bayern since almost Bayern's inception back in 2008. We've been involved in a lot of their work in building out their overall reference model for the industry. And then most recently, we were part of the group of companies that helped launch the Bayern Open API platform. So we've actually been developers of that. And then we've also historically, and will continue to do, consulting with our customers in applying both the Bayern reference model and now, of course, the Bayern API exchange to help advance their business solutions.
Fantastic. Well, Bernie, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much, and I appreciate having the opportunity to talk with you.
And thank you for watching.